Hi everyone, and welcome back to Learn at Home with Mrs. Jones. Today is day 2 of our how-to writing series. Yesterday we went ahead and we brainstormed a lot of the things that we know how to do so we can teach others how to do them. Our goal by the end of the week is to create our own how-to booklet, teaching someone how to do something step by step. Today what we are going to do is we are going to choose just one of our how-to writing topics, and we are going to start thinking about some of the steps we would need to teach others to do. So let's take a look at our how-to writing sheet from yesterday. Yesterday we thought of the things we could do at school, outside, at home, and in the kitchen. After thinking about for a little bit of time, I decided that I would like to write a how-to book this week, teaching others how to make scrambled eggs. So I looked through my sheet again, I read each of these: read a story in front of the class, play basketball, go fishing, build Legos, paint, make scrambled eggs, and make banana bread. And I decided that right now, especially because I just made scrambled eggs this morning, I think that I have it fresh in my mind and I can really teach others how to do that. So I want you to take a minute and just look at your sheet from yesterday, read through the things that you brainstormed you could do, and circle just the one that you want to create your book about. Okay, once you've picked your topic, we are going to go ahead and do one of my favorite things to plan out our writing, and it is called Say and Sketch. And if you did the personal narratives writing with me, then you know how to do just that. Once you've decided on your topic, you are going to go ahead and print out this page that looks like this. It is one of my favorite ways to kind of plan out our writing, and it is called a Say and Sketch sheet. Always remember, if you don't have a printer at home, just go ahead and grab a blank piece of paper and separate it into 3 sections. And what I like to do here is I like to add those transition words first, next, and last for each different part. Grab a pencil and your Say and Sketch sheet and meet me back here in a second. Once you have your Say and Sketch sheet, you will take a look, and at the top it says how to blank. That is where you are going to just write your topic. So I'm going to write how to make scrambled eggs. And then what we're going to do is we're going to think of the 3 steps that others would need to follow in order to do whatever you're teaching them. So for me, I'm trying to think of the 3 steps. What do they need to do first? What do they need to do next? And what do they need to do last in order to make scrambled eggs? And instead of writing anything today, we're just going to sketch out with a pencil. I'm going to use a marker so you can see it. First, in order to make scrambled eggs, they're going to need to gather up some of those tools. So first they're going to need, let's see, a frying pan. I'm just going to try my best to draw a frying pan there. Oh, they're definitely going to need some eggs. So here's some eggs. Let's see, for my eggs, I always whisk them in a bowl first. So we're going to need a bowl and a whisk. What else? Let me see. I'm trying to think of what I do. I get everything out of the fridge. I'm walking through the steps in my mind. I get everything out of the fridge. I get the eggs. Oh, I usually add some milk actually. So I like to add some milk. This is like a little milk carton. I'll put an M on there so I remember. So I get milk and eggs out of the fridge. Then I get my pan and I get a bowl and a whisk. Okay, once I have everything, that's what I do first. I gather everything up. Next, I take the eggs and I actually break them in the bowl. So here I'm going to kind of do some arrows. Remember, arrows help me, arrows and labels, they help me remember what I'm doing, and especially with an illustration, they help kind of show what's happening in the illustration. So I put the eggs in a bowl and I add some milk. So let me draw that milk carton again with the M on there. I add them in a bowl and I whisk it. So I'm gonna draw the whisk inside here as if I'm whisking it around. And while I'm getting the eggs and the milk all whisked around in the bowl, I actually am heating up my pan on the oven. So here's the oven, here's the burners. This one will have my pan, and that's getting nice and hot. Okay, so first I gathered all the things I need, which was a pan, some milk, some eggs, a bowl, and a whisk. Next, I added the eggs and the milk to the bowl and I whisked it around. While I was doing that, the pan was getting really hot on the stove. So last thing I need to do is I'm gonna do a zoomed in picture here so people can really see it. And this is my pan. Remember, I am not the best artist. I just try my hardest. This is the pan, it'll be on the oven, and inside, I'm gonna draw my scrambled eggs. So now I poured everything, maybe I'll do like a action arrow. I poured that into the pan. So I poured my egg and my milks mixed up, poured it in the pan, and now it is cooking. And then I can even do another arrow to show that when it's done, I put it on my plate to eat. Now, when I add my words and my labels throughout the week, I can add a little more detail, but these are going to be the 3 main steps that I'm going to write about when teaching others how to scramble eggs. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to close your eyes and think about what you are teaching others to do. What is the first step? What are your readers going to need in order to even do whatever you're teaching them? What do they need? What do you need to gather? What are they gonna do next? What's the kind of second step in that process? Once they have everything, what do they do? Then, what do they do next? Think about these things in order. If you need more than 3 steps, go ahead and get another piece of paper or just add another box, flip this page over, do as many steps as you need. So go grab your pencil and get started thinking about each of those steps in the process. I will see you tomorrow where we are going to go ahead and get started by adding a little more detail to those illustrations. And we're gonna stretch those boxes across the pages. See you tomorrow. Bye.